Now in order to replace the trigger in the sear in here, you've got to remove these two pins, one here and one here, with a good quality punch. And I think this one is 1/8 punch. And you got to go from the right side out to the left side. And once you've done that, then you actually have to remove, actually I might have that wrong. You have to move the trigger pin here, and I believe that is this from the right to the left, and this is left to right. Alright, I might have misspoken there because yeah, obviously that's larger, that's smaller, so yeah, that definitely comes out this way. It looks to me like these can actually go out either way. So okay, so I've got both pins out, and it looked like at the factory one had gone in from the right side and the other had gone in from the left side, and so I drove them out in opposite directions. Now in order to get this out, you have to bring this all the way out and wiggle it around. There you go. To get the takedown pin out. Now this slides out, you have to pry it up, and this side also slides out, and you got to pry it up too. Okay, so once you removed the front trigger group and assembly, there's a little spring here that you got to really make sure you don't lose. Alright, and here is the trigger assembly. This comes off. Trigger bar. And this is the spring that you're going to replace in here. And the trigger bar goes through both of those, so I'm going to replace that. And in here, it's the disconnect, and you have a rod in here that you have to poke through. Oh, it comes right out. You got to keep your finger on it, because as you pull it out, there's a supposedly, yep, I can feel it. There's a spring under there. Boop. And I don't want it to come shooting out. So that is what you're replacing, this little component here. And there is like a detent and spring in there that you got to replace too. Let's see if I can get that out. There you go. Now they're recommending that you replace the spring too. Let's get this out of there. Okay, so I was able to get back the trigger pin, the two takedown pins, and get the rear and the front blocks in, and the transfer bar, and it works pretty well. There's an extra spring, and let's see that it's blue, and I'm assuming that there's no instructions, so I don't know. I'm assuming that it goes down. It could be replaced on the inside the block here for the release here. Sorry, you can't even see that. Sorry. Here comes that fly again. So anyway, it feels like a very smooth trigger pull. Very 1911-ish. It comes straight back. The take up is minimal. I'm a little concerned because it does feel like it's not a lot of weight in order to pull that trigger back. I don't know if I have I put the green one in, it looked like it was heavier than the other one that came with it, just regular stainless, so I'm assuming this is the heavier spring for the trigger pull. But again, there was no instructions, so I'll have to look that up. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a trigger pull test on it. So it's 6 pounds and looks like it's 10.5 ounces, and that's been pretty consistent so far with all of the ones that I've done on it. And the deal is that, you know, I could have put in the different spring and had a lighter pull, probably about 4 pounds. But if you're going to carry this, you're going to carry the gun in a holster. Not that you would be carrying it concealed carry, but let's just say if you're, you know, you're in a as a duty carry. Let's just say it's a duty gun. Obviously, you couldn't carry this as a duty gun, but anyway, let's just say if you worked for an agency. But if you were allowed to carry this, you'd want this to be at 6 pounds. You would want it to be at 3.5 or 4 pounds, because then that's a little bit of a liability. So let's try it again. So I got 7.5, and what's interesting is every time I do it, I feel like it goes up. When I reset it, this lineman stays pretty consistent. Maybe this is loose. All right, let's try it again. Yeah, so there you go. That's I think the top was loose. So 6 pounds and 12 ounces. So